Hey there, we just got back from the theater seeing Aladdin, so let's talk about it. Hey there, Tom's Tech Show. Today we went to kind of add on the last minute, decided to go see Aladdin. It was the Thursday night showing, and I was surprised that we got like in our usual row. There's like our theater has seats down below, and then the pathway, and then the railing, and then the first row seats, and they got the little motion seats after that, and then they got more seats in the back. So we usually get the seats right at the row that is right at the railing, so we can put our feet up and be comfortable and all that. This theater does not have like recliners or anything, but they got fairly comfortable seats. But anyway, we were able to get seats right there within. I think I bought them like an hour and a half before the show, so definitely not sold out. Probably the theater might have been a quarter full, so not a huge turnout for a Thursday night show. Hopefully the weekend will be a little bit better. I mean, it was fun. I mean, I'm gonna just say right now, it was a really fun movie. It really, if you're just there to just go and enjoy it, like if you had not seen the original film at all, like you're taking your kids for the first time, they're going to enjoy it. They're going to have a fun time. There's a lot of laughs, there's a lot of comedy, there's a lot of good jokes and stuff in here, stuff that makes you laugh and has a good time. So I mean, there were some. I'm not going to try and spoil anything. I mean, we all know the story, right? Okay, if you've been around for a while, you know how the Aladdin story works. You've seen the Disney Aladdin thing from way back, but there's some little Disney little extra sprinkles in here of different things that were kind of nice and kind of cute. The other thing is, I didn't want to go into this and be able to and think, okay, are we just seeing Will Smith impersonate Robin Williams or not? And the answer was not. He was. I mean, there are parts of the songs that friend like me, right? He's got try from column A or try something from column B. They have things that they're doing and stuff that they have to do because those are the words of the song. So it's not really them redoing what Robin Williams did. It was Will Smith's portrayal of that. I mean, once you got past the one thing I didn't like so much about Will Smith's, I mean, it's not Will Smith at all. It was just the animation. They always had him floating, like he's always, kind of like, it's like, can you just hold still for a minute? Just stop the moving around, right? Just don't, that have the smoke underneath him go back and forth, but put him in one place. Don't, you're making me seasick. I'm glad we didn't see it in 3D because there were some of the scenes flying around and stuff that probably would have almost made me, maybe not make me sick, but just make you a little queasy because I don't do very well with 3D, and Mrs. Tech Show definitely does not do very well with 3D at all. So that's good. We typically only go to 2D because we have the Cinemark movie club thing, whatever they call it, their membership, and so we pay the $9 a month, and we get a ticket, and then you get it. All your other tickets are $9.99 or whatever you are, but there's no fees or anything, and you get all these your 20% discounts. So that's worked out. I mean, checked the app the other day. It tells you how much you saved. We've saved over $200 in the last like year and a half or whatever that we've been in the movie club. So we can go see more movies. So that's fine. But anyway, so I thought that some of my only criticisms, like there's a couple of criticisms that I have. I thought how they had Will Smith sing was a little bit too enunciated. I mean, everything was very enunciated, and then they were singing, and I'm like, let it go, just come on, sing, just kind of thing. That I noticed that a little bit, and of course the floating. I didn't really like the floating around kind of thing, but that's not acting. That's special effecting. So I hope they didn't have him on little wires and were like actually floating him around. That would that would have been crazy. That would have made me sick. All the acting, everybody did really good. I do think I might have preferred them somehow working out half of the time having the monkey be real, I mean, it was okay. That's, I mean, the Iago, the parrot, I'm very partial to parrots because, of course, I had a parrot that, died last year. So macaws and things like that are very dear to me, and that really would have been, I mean, it would have been difficult, extremely difficult to use a real one. They did it in Pirates of the Caribbean. They had a real one, and, were able to make it talk, so they could possibly have done it. I mean, with all the different things going on and how they wanted it to fly around and everything, they could have mixed it, so like when you're close up, it's actually a real one, and having it kind of talk a little bit. I think they could have done that, but that's just me, I wish it would have been real. But anyway, the good parts are there's a lot of humor. The singing is great. Everybody was, complaining that people weren't, Middle Eastern looking enough, which is like, get over it. They're going to cast people who they're going to cast, right? Everyone looked fine. Everybody played their parts fine. Everybody looked like they fit the part in that. So, and the villain Marwan Kenzari, he does really well. He really gets into it. They go pretty big at the end when they're the final battle scenes and everything else in the end of the movie were really good. Now Naomi Scott, I just would have to highlight and mention they have her song that she sings through the film, the new song in there called Speechless. And oh my gosh, she can sing and just about, bring you to tears with it. I mean, just, it was really, really good. So, and the story, how they intermixed the story, the beginning of it, I won't give anything away, the beginning of the movie and the end of the movie, how they mix that together, really makes it flow through and really, really ties it all together. I really enjoyed it. So I would go see it. I mean, I definitely get it when it comes out on video. It's definitely a buy when it comes out, on home video easily. There was, one spot, that just had everyone in the theater just laughing. So you see here, Will Smith has, his little turban on, or the genie has his turban on. The part where they're doing the whole parade of, Prince Ali and everything down, to the gates of the castle. And, they have all these feathers there in front of, the genie, and he's there and stuff. And they pull the feathers off, and he's got this monstrous turban, just gigantic. It was hilarious. It was so funny. Every time they shot back to how he looked, it was just hilarious. It was funny. And there's all kinds of bits and different things like that through the film that aren't repeats of the original film or anything like that. So really makes it good. I hope it does better than they're, predicting. Like I said, our theater was only maybe a quarter full. It just wasn't a lot. I don't know if maybe it's because it's more a, it could have been G. It could have been a G-rated movie. I mean, it's PG. I mean, I'm trying to think of what. I mean, I guess the end battle kind of scenes. Some of the things that go on at the end might be a little scarier for younger kids, so that might have taken it out of the G. But definitely, you can take your kids to it and stuff. And hopefully, that's what's going to happen this weekend during the middle of the day, and early hours and stuff. People are going to take their kids to it and everything else. So. But that's kind of my thoughts and everything on Aladdin. Really fun. Plays, the songs play out again really well. The acting is good. I don't think anybody really stood out as being, wow, that's bad. None of that happened. Granted, I wish the animals were not animated, but you're not going to have a Bengal tiger wandering around with people, which is understandable. But the humor and everything in that is just wonderful. It's just a fun time to go and take your kids. So that's kind of my take on it. Go see it. You won't be disappointed. Even if you're trying to compare it with the old one, you don't have to, right? And all that. So, all right. Okay. So thanks for watching. And I think, do I have any other videos I have to do? I haven't seen, well, we saw John Wick, so I need to make a video on John Wick because that was awesome. And we have a John Wick 4 coming as well. So in 2 years. Craziness. All right. So, well, thanks for watching this, and go see Aladdin. Have some fun this weekend, and we'll see you later.